So Panthers for Israel has been focusing on reaching out to the Pitt student body and letting them know and educating them about everything that Israel has been doing to promote peace in the Middle East.
Hi everyone, my name is Jose Miguel. I'm a paramedic for Operation Safety Net, and one of the ways that we impact our community is by providing free medical services to the homeless in the streets and under the bridges of Pittsburgh.
TEDx allows us to invite high-profile speakers and gives them a platform to spread ideas worth spreading.
We have provided opportunities for students and administration to talk about minorities in education, entertainment, and the prison system.
The Resident Student Association this year has made a difference on Pitt's campus by holding Formally Aware, a mental health awareness semi-formal dance aimed at starting the conversation about mental health awareness and stopping the stigma against those affected.
Over the past year, I focused on working diligently with the Pittsburgh community to establish mentoring and tutoring programs for underrepresented youth. We help them academically, and we help them to gain experience professionally and teach them to give back to their community.
Hi, we're CWO, and we give back to the community because Pitt women need a voice.
It's important to give back to the Pitt community because service is one of the factors that determines what kind of impact we have on our community, whether it's going to be a positive one or a negative one.
My goal this year is to make Hillel JUC the most inclusive place possible for the LGBT community and using our Jewish values in order to emphasize the importance of accepting people for who they are no matter their identities and seeing them as a person and part of our community.
My favorite memory is when Vice President Joe Biden came to visit. I was one of the student speakers, and it was just a really incredible day to finally see the culmination of all of our efforts to tackle sexual assault as a campus and finally be honored and celebrate all of our efforts.
I think it's important to give back to the Pitt community because I think as students we have responsibility to make it the best that it can be.
Gamma Sigma Sigma has made a huge impact on the University of Pittsburgh this past year in completing over 8,000 hours of service in both the Pitt and surrounding community.
We are
Pitches and Tones.
And our favorite Pitt memory this year was filming our new music video on the roof of Tower A. We just released it this spring, and you can check it out if you're interested at tinyurl.com/PTCBD.
As the president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, we were finally able to put on our inaugural Panther Gala event that we've been wanting to for the past few years. The event brought together all of the student athletes and coaches and administration and helped strengthen our family bond.
Alpha Delta Pi is national partners with the Ronald McDonald House Charities, so one way that we've had an impact in the Pitt community is that we get to go to the Pittsburgh Ronald McDonald House. We also get to hold charities that the Pitt community gets to participate in, so they have a direct impact on these people's lives.
With the Interfraternity Council, I helped put on Pitt's very first Healthy Masculinities Week, and with this, we created the discussion of what it means to be a healthy man, what toxic masculinity is, and how we can overcome that as a university.
My favorite Pitt memory was square dancing with a bunch of other students from Pitt after our long week of service during alternative break this year.
My favorite Pitt memory was when we had our only home game of the season, and all the girls came together and we got to play 30 girls against the team.
My favorite Pitt memory was competing with my group at ICCAs this year. It's the Pitch Perfect style competition. It was a great chance to really work hard at something and put a lot of dedication in, and we were lucky enough to take second place, but the real fun was just being able to see all the other groups perform, all of our friends in the other groups and from Carnegie Mellon. It was a great time.
My favorite Pitt memory was getting to meet Chancellor Gallagher, Dean Bonner, and Dr. Humphrey as a member of the Hillel Student Board to talk about how we can increase Jewish life on campus and work with other student organizations.
So with Pitt Tonight being a new organization, we had to struggle with getting the actual paperwork through to actually make it a formal organization. But once we had an organization formally established, we finally got a chance to actually make our show come to light with a lot of prep work, a lot of recruiting.
My favorite Pitt memory is definitely homecoming weekend. There's so much school spirit and everyone's out to have a good time.
The faith of Islam has been painted in a really negative way, and people are starting to get confused and scared and unsure of what it even is. So what my organization aimed to do this year was to break down some of those barriers and break down the stereotypes that people might have been forming and create a more peaceful environment on the campus that's more accepting of all sorts of students.
This year, our organization in our Literacy Alive campaign donated over 2,750 books.
My favorite Pitt memory is volunteering at PMAD last semester with Kappa Delta Pi.
Pitt has given us the opportunities to reach all of our goals, so I feel like it's natural to want to
help everyone else accomplish their goals.
Delta Phi Epsilon has held multiple philanthropy and awareness events throughout campus this year, including D for Dude, which raised over $6,500 for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and ANAD Week, which raised awareness for eating disorders and promoted positive body image on campus.
So the HPV Red Light, a vaccine Red Light to Cancer project is to motivate and encourage students to take their own health into their own hands by providing education about the vaccine and the virus, as well as provide resources for undergraduates.
This year, Hillel planned the first ever Hillel Makes a Difference 2015 event, which was a Sunday morning of service with nearly 100 participants and 8 service sites involving food donations, blanket donations, and decorating a floor at the Ronald McDonald House, among other events.
As a member of the Women's Choral Ensemble, I think that our organization has really contributed to this community by helping to develop an appreciation for the arts among the student body.
My favorite Pitt memory is kind of hard to choose. I'm gonna have to go with all the fun, crazy times I've had down in M30 with Pitt Program Council crew. My college career wouldn't be the same without it.
My favorite Pitt memory, this is a tough one, but I have to choose Bigelow Bash from about a week ago. I was standing on stage during B.O.B.'s performance. He was walking through the crowd. There were 10 food trucks giving away tons of food. There were thousands of people there. Other student orgs, Pitt Green team we were collaborating with. It was just a huge effort, and to see everything come together and see what my committee did, see what the organization did, and see what I was able to do was very, very rewarding.
So the HPV vaccine, Red Light to Cancer, has made a lasting impact on the Pitt community by educating undergraduate students about HPV and the HPV vaccine and teaching them how they can be active stakeholders in their own health.
My favorite Pitt memory is the homecoming laser and fireworks show because you really get to see the alumni and students come together.
I believe that admissions has created an atmosphere here on campus that is unmatched because of the people they bring in. Students like ourselves have really shaped and changed the community to what it is today.
I think my favorite Pitt memory is probably just getting here as a freshman, learning things about the school, learning South Oakland, starting to get integrated in my classes, meeting my roommates and things like that, my floor mates, starting to play on the Ultimate Team, deciding I wanted to be an engineer. All of the excitement that goes into my freshman year is probably my favorite Pitt memory.
My favorite Pitt memory is watching my students grow and develop into young adults who are contributing members of society who I know are going to go on and do great things.